Fellas, we're here. We made it to the semifinals. The semifinals of the FPE versus the Barton Boltunds. There's only 4 teams left at this point, alright? We started off with 16, lost a couple games, won a bunch of games. Now we're here, alright? Months later, semifinals. If we win this one, fellas, you already know where we're going. That's right. We win this, we're fighting for a championship. But if we lose, we're going home. But I know we're not ready to go home yet. I know it's not our time. We fought long and hard all season just for this shot right here. And we still got some more fight left in us. The Barton Boltunds, they think they're good. They think they're good, alright? They think they run this league. They think just because they got the MVP of the season in Nick Crosma, they think they're good. Let's show them something else. Let's show them who the Connecticut Corviknights really are, right? Fellas, this battle right here tonight is for the great state of Connecticut, okay? For all of our loyal fans that followed us all season for this moment, this one's for them. We got some more fight left in us, fellas. So let's go out there and give it all we got. Bring it in here. Let's go. Corviknights on 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, people, we're here. Semifinals versus the Barton Boltunds. We see Hitmontop, Garchomp, Necrozma, Shiinotic, Greninja, and Silvally. Okay. So we do see the Shiinotic. I expected that in my team builder, and we do see Shiinotic. We see Hitmontop, which I was not expecting at all. But we do see the Hitmontop, which I'm not too worried about, honestly. And we do see the Necrozma, obviously. And we do see the Silvally, obviously. I knew these two were coming 100%. We see the Greninja. So that's fine. No Jolteon and no Gengar. Which is fine. No Scizor either. So there's no Scizor, which I'm happy about. And no Chansey. I'm really happy about no Chansey. Garchomp is here, though. That's a Mega Garchomp. So, yeah. This is not bad for us. I honestly think, well, okay, we do see Hitmontop, but I think Weezing will be really good for Hitmontop as well as Garchomp, so not terribly worried about that, as well as my 2 Intimidate Mons. Like, I'm not too worried about Hitmontop. Jirachi is great, because he did bring the Shiinotic, so that works out perfectly for us. I want to just lead Como, I think, and I really need to find out what type of Silvally that is, like, as soon as possible. I really need to find out what Silvally this is. I don't know what all this shit going on in the chat is. This man really thinks, this man really thinks he's gonna lose this battle. So I think I'm gonna lead Como, honestly, because if he leads Greninja, I can potentially knock it out immediately. We do see Necrozma lead, though, which is interesting. So I definitely don't want to stay in here against this Necrozma, but I think Crocodile is a pretty safe switch. Like, he doesn't really have anything to hit Crocodile for damage, and we're at full HP. So I'm just going to go hard Crocodile immediately. As he just auto-automizes right off the bat, which, like, honestly, I'm fine with. Let's see. I'm just gonna click the knockoff now. If he's weakness policy, like, that's fine. Like I said, like, this Necrozma can't really touch us with anything. Oh, he had the Power Herb Solar Beam, folks. That was a Power Herb boosted Solar Beam. Should have clicked Darkest Lariat. Kind of had a feeling. Either way, it wouldn't have taken it out, though. But so this Necrozma did reveal Solar Beam, but now it can't use it again because it wasted its Power Herb. So I'm like totally fine with that. I'm totally fine with Necrozma burning its Power Herb. Now it's at 50%, and I don't know if it can hit me with anything else. Like, honestly, we're Assault Vest. That's why we live that. Like, we live that hit just because we were Assault Vest. So the Assault Vest paid off in living that Solar Beam. We see Shiinotic now. So Shiinotic comes out, it's leftovers. This thing is still useful, I think. And I have a pretty safe switch into Jirachi, so I'm gonna save it. Even if it's just for the Intimidate, you know, like, I think it's worth it to save Crocodile, and we could potentially heal it up with a Wish if we have to. So I'm just gonna go hard Jirachi here. It's my dedicated answer to this. Boom, folks. That right there is why we have Safety Goggles Jirachi. Just gonna click Ironhead. Like, I could Wish, but, like, all my shit's healthy except for Crocodile. So, yep, that's fine. No flinch, but that's totally fine. We do get Leech Seeded, though, which is a little bit annoying. I'm just gonna click Ironhead again. Like, don't need to think too hard about this one. We could see a Garchomp here, but that'll be fine. Leech Seed is a little bit annoying, though. As long as this Shiinotic's around, we do have to keep this Jirachi around. So Necrozma comes back out here, heals a little bit up from Leech Seed. Crocodile is weak at this point. Let me think about this one. Don't want to stay in and give this thing any more Leech Seed recovery. Luckily we have Bayonet, and I feel like this thing is in Shadow Sneak range, so I'm not terribly concerned. I think it's fine for me to go hard Crocodile here. I think it's totally fine. Yep, that Dark Pulse only did 12, so I don't know if he can even knock us out here, honestly. So I'm just going to go for Darkest Lariat. Yeah, the Assault Fist Crocodile was definitely nice. So we do live that second Dark Pulse, and we take out Necrozma. Beautiful. Crocodile did exactly its job, and that was a deal with Necrozma. Necrozma was like the biggest threat on his team by far. Crocodile handled it perfectly, so that's great. Now we've got a nice sack here with like a 6% Crocodile. Silvally Rock. So we see that his Silvally type is Silvally Rock. That is what I really wanted to know. Not the worst for us. Absolutely not the worst for us, because we can Ironhead it, we can Close Combat it, we've got Waterfall. Depends how much speed he's running, though, to be honest. But at this point, I'm just going to click Earthquake, I think. You know, he's probably going to outspeed us if I had to guess, but either way, I'm going to click Earthquake. We see a Flame Charge, so after a Flame Charge, he's definitely going to outspeed us. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Oof. This thing is a threat. It's going to have multi-attack, which is a rock-type move. It's now with the speed boost, it's faster than everything on my team. Probably even Coma-O, I want to say. But I don't know if it can knock out Coma-O with anything. I don't want Wheezing to take the hit, because I need to save Wheezing for Garchomp, as well as Hitmontop. And I need to save Jirachi for Shiinotic. So, I think it might be fine for me to go Kommo-o here. I don't think a close combat will kill from full HP, but it'll always put it in range, maybe Shadow Sneak range. I don't want to have to Destiny Bond this, but I might have to. Let's go Kommo-o here, I think is fine. And just click close combat. So he just goes for Parting Shot there, which is totally fine. So that Silvally is definitely a problem. You know, with the Flame Charge being able to be faster than everything. But it's good to know that it is Silvally Rock now. Definitely. And Kommo-o still at full HP. I don't even need to think here. I'm just going to go hard into Jirachi. If he, you know, predicts that and doubles into Greninja, so be it. We've got a Assault Vest Gyarados, which is an excellent answer for the Greninja. So yeah. So we see Jirachi here. He does double into Garchomp, so he does pull a double switch. Kinda as we expected, but like I said, we have a great answer to this Garchomp in our Weezing. So I'm not going to overthink this one. I'm just going to go hard into Weezing. We are immune because of Levitate. Yep. And right about now, I'm just going to hit something with a Strange Steam. Might see Silvally come back out here, but chip damage on Silvally is excellent. Yep. 30% is excellent chip damage. That puts it in range of close combat, I think. That's very good. Not sure what he goes for here. Probably Parting Shot. Like, he honestly probably just goes for Parting Shot here. But I think I stay in either way. Actually. Because what can this Silvally really do to me? Yeah, I don't know. I want to save... I still want to save the health on Weezing, though. Like, Weezing is really difficult for his Garchomp, his Hitmontop, and his Shiinotic to deal with. Like, so preserving the full HP on Weezing is totally worth it for me. I think at this point, going Kommo-o again is fine. I don't want to go Gyarados, because we might see a Rock-type multi-attack. And that would do a lot, even after Intimidate. So let's go Kommo-o. We do see Parting Shot, just like I thought. He's probably going to go either back into Garchomp or back into Shiinotic here. But like I said, this is fine. If he goes Shiinotic, I think we can just take it out with Poison Jab, to be honest. Even after the attack drop. Though I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'll risk it. Jirachi's still at 75, which is good. So we're preserving health on Weezing so we can deal with Garchomp as well as Hitmontop. We're preserving health on Gyarados so we can deal with Greninja. And we're keeping Bayonet in the back for the late game, which could potentially be another answer to Greninja. So we see Hitmontop here. It's not Intimidate, so that means it's probably Technician. I think it's probably Technician. I'm not really sure what this Hitmontop wants to do here, being completely honest, but I don't think I want to stay in with this Kommo-o either. I do think going Weezing is the play. We'll be immune to a Toxic, so he doubles out into Greninja. Okay. Interesting. Double switch. So we see the Greninja here on the Weezing. I don't want to stay in on this one, but I am going to bring out my Assault Vest Gyarados now to take this hit. See what he goes for. Surf. That did only 17. And it's a Life Orb. So Greninja is Life Orb, which is really good to know. So the bad news is I don't actually have a move to hit this Greninja. That's the bad news. We did bring Flamethrower, but Scizor did not even come. But Greninja's frail, and the Life Orb damage is good, so it'll get worn down faster. I think I click Ice Fang here in case we see a Shiinotic switch or a Garchomp switch. I don't think he goes Savali Rock, because like, I'm a water type. If anything, he might go Hitmontop. But like, that's fine. I'm gonna click Ice Fang here. I think it's my safest play. If anything, I think this Greninja's probably just gonna U-turn out on us. Like, I don't think Greninja stays in. I don't think Greninja has a move to hit Gyarados. I'm gonna click Ice Fang. Yep, so we do see the U-turn. I'm fine with that, because that Life Orb damage did about the same as that U-turn. And we catch the Shiinotic with the Ice Fang, and we take it out. Perfect. That's why I went for Ice Fang there. So Ice Fang catches the Shiinotic on the switch. That's really good for us. Shiinotic goes down. That makes Jirachi a little bit less useful, but it means that we can bring it in more on stuff like Hitmontop, and even potentially Greninja if we have to, and Savali, mostly. So that's really good. I don't know if that critical hit mattered on Shiinotic. If it was physically defensive, it probably did matter, honestly. But at that point, like, I think I would have 2-hit KO'd it. Like, I would have just stayed it and clicked Ice Fang again. So, yeah, but that is a nice critical hit on that Ice Fang from Gyarados, absolutely. So I'm not sure what he goes into here. I think we definitely have the upper hand now. We're up 5-4. Savali has some nice chip damage. The full health Weezing is excellent. Scarfed Como does outspeed Greninja. So we know Greninja is Life Orb. Now against Hitmontop, I think I honestly just want to switch into Jirachi. Like, being completely honest. I don't know what this thing wants to go for, but I want to preserve this 77% on Gyarados so I can take potentially like a Dark Pulse from Greninja. Like, I think a Dark Pulse, let's see, Surf did 16, so like, Dark Pulse is probably going to do like 30, so like, we can live 2 Dark Pulses from Greninja at this range. So I think I want to save the health on Gyarados here and just go Jirachi. See what this Hitmontop wants to do. So it has Rock Slide. So we reveal the Rock Slide now. I'm going to click Wish, just to throw that up in the air. Brutal Swing. Very interesting. I'm going to click Protect now, I think. So we're seeing moves on this Hitmontop. Oh, those are 3 moves right there. Rock Slide, Brutal Swing, Close Combat. Okay. I want to get some damage on this Hitmontop. It's still at full HP, which is a little bit annoying. And the Brutal Swing doing 51 means that we can't really heal up on it. So, but I'm fine with just clicking Iron Head here, and I think potentially letting Jirachi go down. Like, even though it is nice for, it is potentially really nice for the Silvally. I'm not gonna lie. But, like, I need to get damage on this Hitmontop, and it's gonna click Brutal Swing. Like, I could trick it also. I'm considering tricking it, but I don't know what item it has. Like, I feel like, considering he's revealed 3 attacks so far, I feel like it's likely Assault Vest, or maybe just something like Leftovers. Either way here, I think I click Iron Head and just start getting some chip damage. I just want to start getting some chip damage off on this Hitmontop. So we see Greninja switch. That chip damage is good. 22% is good damage. 22% is good damage. Against this thing, if I clicked Wish right here, I could have healed up my Gyarados. If I clicked Wish that turn, I could have healed up my Gyarados. But either way, I think I'm going to go Gyarados here. Like I said, we live 2 Dark Pulses. Yup. There it is, folks. So we live another one of those unless we get flinched. So right here, I just click Waterfall, I think. I just click Waterfall. It'll take out Greninja at this range, especially after Life Orb, even though it's a resisted hit. And it'll deal the most damage to Hitmontop if that thing wants to come in. We do see Hitmontop here, so this damage is good. That's at 50%. This must be an offensive Hitmontop. Folks, that is an offensive Hitmontop. I want to stay in. I know he's going for Rock Slide, though. I know he's going for Rock Slide. Is it worth it for me to switch out at this point? I'm not sure if it is. I could go Jirachi here and try to Wish and heal this thing back up, but like, I don't know if it's in my best interest. And we do see Leftovers on Hitmontop, so we know that its item is now Leftovers, which is fine. It's totally fine. At this point, like, yeah, Garchomp still being at full HP is not a huge issue because we have Weezing. And, yeah. Like, we're setting up for Komao to just click Close Combat and win, it looks like, with these two left. He doesn't know that our Komao outspeeds his Greninja, which is good. Against this Hitmontop, though, I don't think Gyarados, we need Gyarados anymore. I really don't, so I'm just gonna click Waterfall. We're faster. Oh, and we get the flinch. That's beautiful. So yeah, we get lucky there. That's absolutely lucky for us. You know, he probably killed us with the Rock Slide there, not gonna lie. So we got very lucky there. That flinch was 100% in our favor. But yeah, it was totally worth it. That flinch definitely mattered though. But the Silvally can come in here and outspeed us and potentially knock us out with a multi-attack. Question is, do I save Gyarados or do I go Jirachi? I think I go Jirachi, honestly. Because I have Intimidate A, and I live a Dark Pulse from Greninja still. So I think I go Jirachi here. Jirachi is pretty useless at this point, considering it dies to the Dark Pulse. And it lives that multi-attack comfortably. Now I can click Wish. I see Parting Shots. Okay, so we hope we see Garchomp here. So A, I don't want to let this thing get up a Swords Dance. So I'm not going to click Protect. That's A. So I think I just attempt to heal Gyarados here and get the Intimidate off. We can click Ice Fang afterwards. I don't know if we'll be faster, but yeah. I'm going to go Gyarados. Get the Intimidate off. He does click Swords Dance, like I thought, but now we're at full HP. Gyarados is back to full HP. Yeah, I'm not sure if he will outspeed, but he probably will. I'm going to click Ice Fang either way. I'm not concerned because, one, I have Weezing, which can live a hit even after the attack boost, and two, Komao can outspeed and knock it out with Clanging Scales after I get some chip damage. So this isn't a huge deal for us. I'm just trying to decide what I want to do now. I think I just click Ice Fang, though. I don't want to play around with this and, you know, try to switch into Jirachi and get fancy. I want to just click Ice Fang. Yeah, because he Swords Dances again to try to catch Weezing, and we just knock it out with Ice Fang. Beautiful. I don't know if that critical hit mattered. We're getting a lot of critical hits, guys. This is a lucky battle for us. Beautiful. The Hax gods are with us tonight. This man just copy and pasted a calc into the chat. What is that? Ice Fang versus. First of all, there's plenty of things wrong with that calc, but yeah, like he calced a Mega Garchomp. I want to stay in and click Waterfall here. At this point, we win with Close Combat. So multi-attack does outspeed us and knock us out. I think close combat kills from this range. A safer play might be wheezing, but either way, I think I'm fine to just close combat here. I'm probably just overthinking it because yeah, he can't kill us with anything either way. So I'm just gonna click close combat. We think that's gonna be GG. We just click close combat twice. Yep. So Coma O is gonna clean up here. We're actually gonna be faster than this Greninja, and that's a whole GG. That's a whole GG. Great game, folks. Guys, the Connecticut Corviknights are moving on to the championship of the FPE. All right, are y'all ready? I'm hyped. Tune in a couple weeks, guys. We're gonna be in the championship. I don't know who we're up against because the other semifinal match hasn't happened yet. But yeah, your Connecticut Corviknights are moving on to the championship. Stay tuned. I'll catch y'all there. See you later. Have a good night. Stay safe. Drink plenty of water, and remember, always look both ways before crossing the street.